It absolutely poured here for 3 days, and I could not go outside. I could not sit and enjoy the sunshine. Am I wearing a bathing suit? Fuck yeah, I am. Do I smell like sunscreen? Of course, every day, even when it's raining, because just the essence being on vacation is within you when you decide that it is. Hi, I'm John Toll for Let's Make Things Easier. Thank you. Gravity. It doesn't exist, and the Earth is flat. More than likely, 12 to 13 more continents exist than what they've let on. More than likely, there's a time machine that exists in Antarctica that is quantum run. It needs to be ran at the temperature of space, and these ne'er-do-wells who are able to see both timelines need to reduce costs, so they put the quantum AI down there in Antarctica. More than likely why somebody might want to take a trip down there if they were trying to see the future and how they could stop from what was coming, being Donald Trump tsunamiing his way into a second term, or Rick Grinnell declassifying yet another document to fucking pwn the libs. And I love the projection putting forward that he's unmasked, he's showing things that are being declassified, and people are going, he's burying things. He's showing you things, which means he's burying other things, is what they're saying, even though what he's revealing is that they used over classification to hide information that would have been exculpatory towards Donald Trump, towards Manafort, towards Cohen, towards Papadopoulos, to the fucking bald Carter Page, that they had, and General Flynn. They had exculpatory evidence on all of it. It should not have been moving forward. There was no predicate, no reason for this level of spying or surveillance or whatever you want to call it. And because there's no reason for them to be doing it, it's illegal. And they were caught in it. It goes all the way to the top. They were all aware. They were all in on it. Again, if there was a reason for it, produce the predicate. They can't. They used their own surveillance and the surveillance of another government to spy on a U.S. citizen without cause or a warrant. They couldn't get the warrant, so they had to use the workaround that uses the Five Eyes that gets them the information while they're unmasking all the way up through the day of inauguration. And again, it's all going to come out, and either everyone's going to get in trouble or nobody's going to get in trouble, and whatever the fuck you think about it isn't going to change based on how much you think about it. So now you know. You're going to enjoy your 3-day weekend. You already have your bathing suit on. You're already ready to go, working on your tan. Maybe you got some yard stuff going. I got my tiki torches going. I've got hopefully a fire pit action tonight if the rain continues to hold off. My tomato plants look tremendous. I've got some zucchini, I've got some eggplant, and I've got some squash, and I'm excited for this victory garden that we're going to experience in the fullness of an American rebirth. In the same way today, day one of the Pentacost Novena, all right? 9 days of the Pentecost Novena, which leads to what? The Pentecost. The story goes that the disciples are praying in the upper room. Christ has already shown up 8 different times, and here they are freaked out, and the Holy Spirit descends upon them, connects with them, gives the fullness of Spirit, because Christ said when he leaves, he would send back the Spirit, because the God and Jesus and the Spirit are one. Yeah, but who's at the left-hand side if he's at the right-hand side? Nobody. Do you realize seeing God in the throne room with Christ at his right hand is enough of a picture where you then would think, imagine how fucking sad and desperate somebody is who goes, yeah, I think they're holding back something from us. This isn't the government. This is the totality of the human government that runs all of us. God and his Son and his perfect Virgin Mother, who was a willing vessel that was able and ready to accept the Spirit of truth that came down and said, this is what's going to happen. She said, yep, even though she was a virgin. Elizabeth, yep, even though she was hella old. The two of them get together. They realize Christ is in her womb, so that Elizabeth's kid, John the Baptist, boom, jumps up. It's called the Visitation. Go read about it. Anyways, day one of the Pentecost Novena is today. 9 days. Why 9 days? Because the 9 represents the 9 months of a pregnancy. And again, when this Pentecost fires off, a new rebirth, the Spirit, wisdom, understanding, counsel, might. What's the other one? Knowledge and fear of the Lord. That's it. What does God say? Don't fear. Okay, I'm not. Don't lead me into the temptation of fear because it feels good and the news fucking is great. But no, I'll take knowledge instead, which says more than likely what they're telling us is a lie. Let's go towards the real knowledge. And the real knowledge is that Donald Trump said the churches are open, everything's fucking essential, and we're going to church again. Heck yeah, we are. Except my parish here, these communist ne'er-do-wells are probably going to keep it shut. Anyway, I will be there on Sunday. It will be day 3 of the Pentacost Novena by then. Today, we prayed for charity. And so, again, big things will happen with this Pentecost Novena. 9 days. Research it, lock it in, start it today, and you'll see the payoff on that 10th day, okay? It's the 8th day of the 7th week. 7 weeks of spring, 49 days. That final day is the Jubilee day, the 50th day. When researching the idea of Jubilee and the number 50, I learned that there were ancient Jewish political leaders that were jailed because they did not allow for the Jubilee. They had 7 times 7 years, 49 years of work. Here's the 50th year of the Jubilee. They're like, nope, keep fucking working. And they got jailed for it way back then. It's in the Bible. Go fucking read it. Anyways, and so this 8th day, this day of completion, it's the rebirth of you. Think about it, the pregnancy of a woman and then her birth. How about this great story? Lady is about her first kid. She's going to give birth. Poor town in Africa. The head's too big. Now she can't give birth, okay? 20 dudes step up, working in teams of 4, carried her for 6 hours to go to a village where she could have the child because everybody was invested in the birth of that child. The kid was thought to be part of the entire community because everyone had worked hard together. Just like everyone worked hard together wearing a mask and social distancing and washing your hands and prayers and vitamin C, D, go outside, take your zinc, take your folic acid, take those things that are good for you, and you too will be able to sit here in a bathing suit in your backyard and enjoy the simulation, the 3 days that you are being promised. Now, follow this 9-day novena, and on the end, you will see absolute growth. If you really, really, really exist in this novena here in your heart center, you will experience profound growth, undeniable revelations about all things and how we should be interacting with this. The heat and the humidity is going to kill the virus. They're not going to talk about it until it's politically necessary. The masks are going to come off. It's going to be sunshine. They're going to tell us now it was an artificially created event, and now the Democrats were complicit in conflating it, causing fear, taking a normal flu season and pumping it up so they could really use it as a weapon when it comes time for the election, but they can't because it didn't work. Birx and Fauci failed. Gates failed. The vaccination failed. The masks failed. And when they go to the well again, people are going to say no. And then Donald Trump's going to win in a fucking tsunami. And then either justice is going to be served or justice will never be served. And again, what difference does it make unless you're on the jury? And more than likely, we're not going to be. So there you go. God bless America. Enjoy your life. Simplicity